Until today, I didn't know Senator Malala was a scriptwriter. I mean, that is really shock. I really didn't know that Senator Malala was a scriptwriter until he was just arrested today in the evening. You know what's surprising? And I don't know whether Dennis will get this message. Why did you guys fly all the way to Atlanta, to the studios? Why did you come meet Steve Harvey? Really? Like, why did you fly all the way with the president to come and borrow something about creative economy and arts? You know, some things doesn't add up. I mean, I thought you are the most elite people who understand art, creative economy, and script writing. Didn't the president the other day say that we're going to pay 500 million for Hollywood to be done in Kenya? What was all that about? Creative art economy. Creative art economy. And creative art economy comes with screenwriting. You know what surprised me the most? I thought you guys watched Saturday Night Live in America. What is that all about? Saturday Night Live is all about critics or criticizing or show out of current affairs. Really? Like, you guys, the most elite in the country, at the highest office, you never watch Saturday Night Live? Muone vile wanatandika wanasiasa hapa? I remember before I left Kenya, I used to watch Ridiculous. By the way, they used to tape it at Rwenzori, hapo Kenyatta University. Hiyo ma hostels yenye ilikuanga ya mbao. I watched the first episodes of Kibaki administration. What is shocking is that you have just made Butere girl so famous across the world. You have just made Senator Malala so famous across the world. And worse, to make it worse, you are going to alienate almost millions of voters to the president in the next 3 years. Because these cycles, Bonafanya, these cycles as you are doing, I mean, come on, man. I mean, this could not be true. This could not be true. So you guys spend time on presidential chat with Kanabutita, coming all the way here to learn about creative art economy, script writing, but you still go home and frustrate just schoolgirls trying to play. It's not politics. I mean, you should watch some of the SNLs, Saturday Night Lives, ya Obama, or even ya Trump, even at the moment. You will be shocked. To make matters worse, by the way, and on a final point, by the way, who did not do set books in Kenya? Shamba la Wanyama, what was it for? Almost every single person that graduated high school in this country alifanya set books. You know, Visiki, Shamba la Wanyama, name it. What was all that about? Back then, when it was dictatorship, they were using caricatures. They were using animals. They were using figurative things. Right now, it is the same thing. And that is enough. Do you know how famous Butere girls and Cleo Malala is tonight? All over the world? Sometimes reverse things happen in certain ways. Forget about the politics. I mean, if you are not going to have a thick skin, you don't have to get into politics. But this is just the reality that just happened. I even didn't know the existence of that show. I even didn't know about Butere girls. I even didn't know Senator Malala was a scriptwriter until today. And you just made him famous and the girls famous across the world.
What do you feel about this whole incident?
I'm so embarrassed, I'm so disappointed and dissatisfied by what has happened. One message to the Kenyan government: you cannot stop diarrhea by stitching the anus. You definitely must diarrhea. So the incident that has happened today has really disappointed many of us. I was here at as early as 4 a.m. and the whole of this premise was already manned by the Kenyan police and all that. So you've been able to see the students have been denied even to perform their item. They have been denied the use of props, stage lights, costume, and that's why you could be able to see that the student went in and even sat down, sang the national anthem and sat down. But we are in solidarity with the team and we promise to stand with them for good, forever.
Thank you so much for your time. Therefore,
hii echoes of war yenye Butere girls walikuwa wanataka kuperform iko na nini tunatamani kusikia hiyo echoes of war. Iko na nini tamu? Unajua sometimes we have to be realistic. Hiyo kitu iko na nini enye wanablokiwa kwenda kuperform hii echoes of war iko na nini? Iko na nini? Si watupe tu utamu wake hata kidogo, tujue echoes of war ya Butere Girls iko na content gani ndani, ndio tujue. We are eagerly waiting for that echoes of war to be released. Where echoes of war by Butere Girls, lazima tusikie iko na nini. Watoto kuzuiliwa kwa barabara wasiende kuperform. Manze, hiyo vitu iko na kitu tamu, lazima tuisikie, lazima.
Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission function. Just play, it's a 1-minute video, just play it out.
They investigate. First, you told us about your mandate, which is to combat and prevent corruption and unethical practices in the government. But seemingly, we don't see that. Please provide us with case studies where we have actually seen that corruption has stopped through this ESCC thing. You came here. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, you've told us that you do your investigation, you gather data. Then what do you do with that data? We are still witnessing corruption. Our own president is a corrupt person. As ESCC, what are you doing? As students, we are scared. And let me give you one quote. Yeah, the fourth panelist came and told us that a patriot should not trust his government, right? And as the young leaders, what we're coming here to tell you is that we're not waiting for you to set our table. We are coming with our own table. We are coming with our own rights. Because if you cannot represent us up there, we'll not wait for you to represent us, yet you don't even understand us in the first place. Thank you very much.
She's even calling the president corrupt, saying our institutions are failing.
Correct. Now, as a matter of fact, these two gentlemen should be more worried about the Gen Z, should be more worried about the millennials. They should be very worried about the alphas, because they don't give a hook, they don't give a shit. They don't respect age. They only respect good governance, they respect good leadership, they respect people who are not corrupt. And if you are corrupt, they'll call you out. They have no other name for, people of our age, you can be a bit more courteous, we can be a bit more diplomatic in the way we communicate. But these young fellows don't have time for nonsense, okay? So what this girl has said is what the two gentlemen should interrogate and ask ourselves, why have we come to this point where even our young children are actually looking at us in the eye and saying, listen, we are not going to allow this incompetence, we're not going to allow corruption. And as a matter of fact, they are saying, we're not going to wait to be invited on the table. We are actually creating our own table. That is where the challenge is. The challenge is not with people who watch. The challenge is actually with Gen Z, and the person who needs to be advised is not the public, but the president and those in political leadership. And in any case, Jed, if there's something that human beings cannot stop, and these guys are educated, Riri and Nurudi Haji are well educated.
Yeah.
They should know that if there's something that you cannot change, that if something that is unstoppable is what? Change. And when change comes and you have not prepared for it, it deals you a blow that will never recover.
Talk to me about then your highlight for the week before we even talk about state of politics and governance here.
Actually, Jed, let me quickly again talk about one highlight, and we've been talking, you allow me to talk about this one because we passed condolences to Bernard, who passed on in Haiti on a mission that has nothing to do with Kenya. You know, this mission, and we've been talking about this mission for some time, we have said that this mission is only there to massage President William Ruto's ego. How do we gain from sending our boys and girls to Haiti. How do we gain? How? He has not been able to explain. This is a misguided mission. This is a mission that the people of Kenya said no. This is a mission that the court said we have no business, and it was unconstitutional. The route they used was unconstitutional. But of course, using the numbers they have in parliament, they put some things together, and there we were. Our boys found themselves in Haiti. Now, look at what is happening. These are our young people. If anything, we need security here. We don't need security in Haiti. Lamu, there's a problem there. You've seen Al-Shabaab coming and picking our chiefs. Like you'll come to my compound and you're passing my compound and you see a Itaiwa. You know Itaiwa? A hen, a cock, and you pick it up. They just come and pick up our boys and administrative officers. So if you have a problem here, with a challenge here, why waste your time in Haiti? So this particular mission has zero benefit to Kenya. It is not our war. We should stop fighting it. And especially, Jed, when we have deplorable education facilities, our children learning under trees, our children going to mud floors, our children have no desks, our roads have not been done, our health facilities don't have medicine, we are not able to pay our doctors, we are unable to pay our officers, we are unable to pay civil servants properly, we are not unable to remunerate our civil service and public service properly, other than, of course, ministers who are properly remunerated for doing nothing, for doing no work. Okay? So if you have your own problems, you've not taken care of your children, but you want to go and take care of the neighbor's children, there must be something wrong with your head. And I now agree, probably, William needs to rethink very hard. Because these sort of decisions are not made by somebody who's normal. Yeah? It's shameful. How can you walk around with torn clothes and you want to buy designer clothes for your neighbor? It is stupidity of the highest order. So it's shameful. We are demanding that William Ruto should call off that mission. It has been done before. Call off those missions and return our boys home. My highlight for this week, Jed.
Okay.
Look for that video, Harambee Stars.
Hiyo ni saa ile tumefunga bao ama tunaelekea kufunga, ndio tunasema hiyo 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 Kenya hiyo. Harambee, 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 harambee.
Chants of Ruto must go in Nyayo Stadium. What do you want to say about this? Our generals have told us not to encourage these chants.
You see, those things are not about to disappear. They will disappear when we have good governance, when corruption stops, when people have money in their pockets, when people can feed, when children are not being abducted. You know, they will stop automatically. But so long as those things continue to happen, Jed, in fact, the volume, wataongeza volume. Volume itaongezwa. So they should be ready to hear the noise. That noise is not about to stop. But there's a way of stopping it by doing the right thing. Why have I asked you to play that video, Jed?
Yes.
Harambee Stars, Harambee pulling together, is our national team. When you are playing for the national team, you are carrying our flag. You are carrying our pride. You are carrying our nation. Okay? It's a pride. It's everything for us. And that's why even when the kids on 25th of June last year, they went to parliament to salimia those characters. They went with the flag. It symbolizes peace. It symbolizes, the struggle we went through to attain independence. It is a very, very, very symbolic item that we carry. And it's very dear to our hearts. So when you find our boys again, because those are Gen Zs, and probably a few millennials, who are representing Kenya, and they do some match fixing, it says a lot about our country, our moral fabric. Jed? Where is our pride, Jed? Where are our morals, Jed? Where are our ethics? That we can sell our soul, we can sell our country because of money. But these are Gen Zs. These are millennials. Where have they got that bad manners from? They have got those bad manners from us. And that is why I think Kenya needs to start afresh.
Ah,
Oh yes.
it's just start afresh.
We must start afresh. Because these children are copying from us bad manners, corruption, selling the soul, selling our country for some small coins. Because they can see us doing that. They can see us putting on belts for $1 million shillings. They can see us putting on shoes for $3,000-4,000. They want to do the same. So don't blame these children. We must blame ourselves for the mess that this country finds itself in. So I'm asking those responsible for advising the president, the general and Haji, to tell the president the truth, to assist him so that he can make Kenyans happy. Kenyans are so unhappy, and they'll do anything because they have nothing to lose.
Okay.
So the only medicine
Yes.
that the president has, and he has 2 more years to go, time is clocking. In these 2 years, he must find a strategy of ensuring that Kenyans at least are happy. And Kenyans will be happy if there's medicine, if they're being paid, if they can do some savings, if they are living under habitable conditions. But if their children disappearing and are being murdered, I can tell you the song that Ruto must go will not end. And I must remind these 2 gentlemen that it's a constitutional right. People can ventilate. By somebody saying go, it may saying go to the toilet or go home tomorrow. Go and sleep. You go home, go and sleep. Is there a problem?
Yeah.
These 2 gentlemen, I thought they are going to school. But anyway, let's get into context.